Hello friends. So today we will start a new chapter, Bepin Chaudhary's Lapse of Memory. So this is a very interesting chapter. We will find out that how Bepin Chaudhary forgets about an incident in his life, how he is not able to correlate what happened in his life that time. So the chapter starts here that Bipin Chaudhary, he was fond of books and he loves to read books every day. So, so as I said that he was fond of books and he loves to read books. So every Monday when he returns from his work, so the way back to his home, he just go to the Kali Charan's new market, which is a new market over there, and from there he used to buy at least 5 books, which he will read for the entire next week. So the books he basically purchase belongs from crime stories, ghost stories, thrillers, because he lives alone and he is not a good mixture. It means he don't used to talk to everyone so simply. He take time to get involved in somebody conversation. Also, he was having very few friends, so he loves to spend his alone time while reading the books. So the day when he was purchasing book, all of a sudden he found that somebody was staring at him. When he turned back and he saw that there was a man who was uh, looking at the Bipin Chaudhary, and he smiled. But Bipin Chaudhary didn't recognize that man, that who is this person. So the man was saying that he met with Bipin Chaudhary for all every day of the whole week, and he met him at Ranchi in 1958. But Bipin Chaudhary was surprised and he was thinking कि maybe this man is searching for another person and he is finding me similar like him, because according to Bipin Chaudhary, he never been to Ranchi. Yeah, he made some plans to go there, but he never the plans were not able to um, work actually. So he never been to Ranchi. But the man was telling all the things, all the facts. Like he was saying that his name is Piramal Ghosh, and he's he is saying that when it means when Vipin Chaudhary was in Ranchi, he dropped him to the place Hundru Fall with his car, and also he is saying that at the Hudru Fall, you got cut at your right knee, and I bought iodine for you. Next day, I fixed a car to you for Netherhat. So, all the things, all the incident he is telling to Bipin Chaudhary. But Bipin Chaudhary was confirmed and he is sure that he never been to Ranchi. He is also making some kind of like, you were staying with Mr. Dinesh Mukherjee, you stayed in bungalow because you say that you didn't like the hotel food and you prefer the meal which is cooked by a bawarchi. So here the man was also saying that Mr. Mukherjee was staying with his sister and you both were having big argument on the moon landing. And then Bipin Chaudhary all of a sudden asked from this man, Paramal Ghosh, that in which month you are talking about in 1958, which month I was in Ranchi. So the man said you were in the month of October. So the Bipin Chaudhary was giving answer, no sir, it can't possible because in the month of October I was in Kanpur with my friend there. I was in puja and I can't be there because I was there in the Kanpur. So the man was still giving some clues to him. He is saying that you had tea in the veranda of your bungalow and you spoke about your family, that you had no children, you lost your wife 10 years ago, and only brother you are having, which is died insane, and you don't want to visit that mental hospital in the Ranchi. Bipin Chaudhary, now all of puzzled, leave the shop, and now he is sitting in his car and asking his driver to drive through the Ganga. While sitting in the car, he was thinking that he should not give so much attention to that person, because it is impossible for me to forget only about 6 or 7 years ago thing, because he is having a good memory, a sharp memory. He can't forget things so easily. Now Bipin Chaudhary was in confusion, all of the confusion, and he was thinking maybe he is losing his mind, but all of a sudden he thinks that how he it can possible, because he is still working in his office daily on daily basis, and he is doing a responsible job, and how he can forget things so easily. Also, he was thinking about the man's clues, that the man was speaking to him, that about his family's detail, about his wife's death, about the bag of books and the brother's insanity, how he knows this much. And only the thing which he was telling lie of Ranchi, because he never been to Ranchi. In 58 October he been to Haridas Bakchi place, where there was a puja. So all of a sudden a thought came in his mind that he should ask from the Haridas. But how he can ask from the Haridas about himself? Haridas, of course, he will laugh that you are asking about your own confirmation. And then he suddenly thinks that now Haridas is not there in India. He left with his wife for Japan few weeks ago, and he don't have his address of the Japan. So he can't ask from Haridas, and there is no need to ask, because he's sure that he never been to Ranchi. All of sudden, in the car, he just put up his trousers and was checking his right knee. Then he was surprised to see that, yeah, there was a long mark on his right knee where he got this injury. He is not remember of it. Now, he was thinking from where he got this cut on his knees. When he was child, he was boy, he never fell down and never get hurt by anything. So how he got this cut? So all of sudden he was remembered of the man Dinesh, which this Piramal Ghosh, which he met him in the market. He was talking about Dinesh Mukherjee. So Bipin Chaudhary was thinking that he should confirm about this to the Dinesh Mukherjee. Then again, the same embarrassment was going in his mind, that what Dinesh will think, that I am asking about myself, how ridiculous I am. Then he was sipping his cold coffee and thinking of this incident, and he slept at night. He completely forgets about this, the man whom he met in the new market. Next day, when he was in the office and he was working, then all these incident was still going in his mind, and he decided that he will not go and meet Dinesh. He will call him and ask about this 58. So there should be less embarrassment, not face to face he will face embarrassment. So he called him, he dialed few numbers, and then on the other side, Dinesh picked up the phone and he asked about the 58 incident. Then the man said that in 58 he had done two visits there in that year. Number one visit was in Krishna Nagar, where the nephew's wedding, and in the month of October he been to Ranchi with Bepin Chaudhary. He is saying that, do you forget about Ranchi? How can you? Now Bepin Chaudhary all of like, what was going in his life, he don't know. He slammed the phone down and he hold his head and now swinging. His head was moving. He was having some sandwiches in the tiffin box, but he lost his appetite. He don't want to eat because he was totally forget about his Ranchi trip. Now Bipin Chaudhary, he was working in his firm from long time and he never taken any single leave, but now the condition of him was totally different. He don't want to work and he can't focus. So back home at 2:30 he lay down on his bed and he was thinking that how a person can remember every incident of his life and only able to forget a particular incident. How does it possible? So at 7:30 Bipin Chaudhary's servant came inside and he announced about the Chunni Lal. So Bipin Chaudhary don't want to meet Chunni Babu because Chunni Lal or Chunni Babu, he was his classmate and he is coming to Bipin Chaudhary for asking any work. And Bipin Chaudhary clearly told him that he can't help him out, but again and again he is coming for the same reason. So the servant was about to leave and say that no, he can't meet you. Bipin Chaudhary stopped him and ran downstairs and trying to meet Chunni Lal because he want to ask. He is thinking that there is no bad in asking from the Chunni Lal about my 58 incident. Now the Chunni Lal was also totally surprised that why Bipin is asking about his journey to me. Do he is taking drugs? There is some problem with him. Now the next day, uh, Chunilal, he was surprised that Bipin is asking about himself. He is thinking that maybe Bipin is taking some drugs or some kind of medicines. So he is asking, do you remember that what was my last job? Chunilal questioned from the Bipin Chaudhary. Then Bipin is giving reply, yes, I know that you was working in the travel agency. Then he is saying that if you know that I was working in the travel agency, then how you forget that I was the only person who booked the first class ticket for you and one of your fan was not working in the compartment. I make it work for you. So how you forget everything? Bipin was now, his head was like moving completely and he was totally confused. He called his physician Paresh Chadha and the physician was when he told about his symptoms to him, he was totally surprised and he was saying that your case is out of my understanding, but I can only consult you two things: to take rest, complete rest, and second one, that you should go to that place once again. If that place when you have been there, you had been there, you forget about that incident, then you should go there once more. Maybe you will get the memory back. So Bipin is now okay. He was having his breakfast and now he just rang up his office and asked them for few first class ticket for Ranchi in the same evening. Now he's going to Ranchi to check it out that maybe this advice is going to work and he will get his memory back. So next in the evening he been to Ranchi. There he was looking everything, the hotels, the building, bazaar, Morbadi Hills, and also he can't forget to go there at the Hudru Fall, because the at Hudru Fall he fell down and he got cut at his knee. So he, as he was tired, but he been there at Hudru Fall. So there in the afternoon, he found two gentlemen, Gujarati gentlemen, and he discovered Bipin Chaudhary was lying unconscious beside a boulder. Boulder, it means a big stone. And next day, when he opened his eyes, he was thinking that I'm going to end, my life is going to end at the mental asylum. But he was on his bed, um, in his room, and his servant was giving him a letter which was totally confidential and urgent. Bipin was now opening that letter and reading it. So, what was there in the letter? Let's see. In the letter, he was saying, so in the letter, it was written by the Chunni Lal, the same person who was coming to meet Bipin Chaudhary every day for regarding job purpose. So he was saying that I was having no work nor resources I was having, but I adopt your story and I write a novel on your story, and my novel is now so much famous. Everyone is liking it. It's getting good publisher also. So next day, in few months, you can see this novel. So you can see that the man adopt his own friend's story and sell it and earn his money. And Dr. Shraddha, he came there at the room of Bipin Chaudhary and suggest few medicines to him, because at the Hudru Fall he fell down, so he got injured there at the back. And also Bipin Chaudhary was telling that when he got off from the train at Ranchi, he remembered everything. So it was a quite unique case, which is now Dr. Chadha is going to write about in the medical journal. So this is the complete chapter which is written by Satyajit Ray, how Bipin Chaudhary lapse of memory and how he was able to get his memory back. I hope the chapter is clear.